So that just gives you an idea. Still very young overall. This sport is at the youth level.
Absolutely.
Now the 2-2. Monsant. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Monsant's showing a little cut on that heater. Has a little cut away from arm side. The last 2 fastballs have really taken off.
Lots of chatter right now coming out of the Australian dugout. They want their first base runner. This ball's going to be chopped and foul. Real sharp uniforms for Australia. Love the colors.
Those are super cool.
Same can be said for Venezuela. Another 3-2 pitch coming. Big swing and a miss for.
You kind of run out of barrel in there.
Now it's Will Bain's turn.
See that little cut? That looks like a cutter right there. Little cut fastball when he throws it away from arm side. A lot of movement running off the plate. And then back in with a fastball. And the command on those 2 pitches. A good scissor effect. You have one going out, one going in. Difficult to track.
Will Bain will foul this one off. He's got a tremendous glove. Great defensive player is Bain. See him at shortstop today. And a U17 national player is Bain. A little more chatter coming from the dugout. And he laid off that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A lot of energy here in the park. This international matchup.
Bain, a big-time LA Dodgers fan. And he is down swinging as well. So Monsant keeping the ball off the plate at the perfect times, and there's 2 down.
That's like a power cutter right there. A lot of late movement. Watch this ball just take off. Boom, and it's gone. That is a quality pitch with a lot of depth.
Batting is number 10, the third baseman, Archer Peterson.
So 2 up, 2 strikeouts, and now Archer Peterson stands in for Australia. Archer Peterson, 15 years old. Strike delivered. He is a big Toronto Blue Jays fan. Was a fan of Tim Lincecum.
There's a name from the past. World Series champion for the San Francisco Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Really trying to work the inner half of this fastball and then throw that cutter away. So it's fastball in, cutter away combo.
2 balls, 1 strike to Peterson. There's a lot of superlatives handed out for these young men on these teams, but this guy right here, Archer Peterson, most likely to be Instagram famous on his team.
Likes the gram, huh?
It's definitely a different world, isn't it?
Yes.
Here's the 3.
Already 2-0 versus the first hitter. There you go. You got to 16-hour flight. Now you're on the East Coast of the United States. It'll take you an inning or two to get cranked up.
I would think so. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Camilo Gutierrez trying to dig in. Ronald Castro be on deck for Venezuela. And another foul ball. You know, international baseball, I got so into it this past year watching the World Baseball Classic, unlike any time I ever have. I don't know about you, Coach, but man, oh man, was that exciting.
Fantastic, awesome, love it. You'd like to almost see them shut the big leagues down.
This ball is shot into left field, should be playable out there, and coming in to make the grab is Archie Barrett, and left for the first out.
To your point, shut the big leagues down and have the international play for the Olympics and have all the best players in the world for like they do with the NHL. Just shut it down and go at it in midsummer. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be incredible. And Ronald Castro now steps in. Oh, big hook. And that's in there for a strike. And, you know, we talked WBC. Who's the team who won that World Baseball Classic? It was Venezuela.
Correct. Venezuela. Watch this pitch, man. That is a quality breaking ball. From that 6'8" frame coming from that high arm angle.
Good contact up the middle. Will Bain, the shortstop, over to first base, and there's 2 away.
With that breaking ball again. And Castro stayed on it, hit it through the middle pretty well. It's just a nice quality baseball play. It's a good pitch down in the strike zone. This ball's hit hard. Good baseball all around.
Third baseman, number 17, William Fonseca.
So now it's Fonseca in the 3-hole. I think one of the coolest things that Paul Skeens has been able to do in his young career, how he got the ball for the United States, took on Dominican Republic. That lineup was just ridiculous.
Yes.
And he just gives up a run, a solo shot in that game. I thought that was incredible, how he stood tall on the mound. So why trying to do that for Australia here against this lethal lineup for Venezuela today?
I thought all the lineups internationally, you know, you take the best players in the country, just like here in Easley, South Carolina, and bring them onto one field. It's exciting to watch.
Oh, that ball was smoked.
That was hot going into the dugout on the first base side. Terrell Waiwai has a good fastball, and it looks even better with that 6'8" frame. Changes speeds on that pitch. That's that changeup the coaches said that he's been working on.
Fourteenth pitch of this first inning here. And an 0-2 count.
Good battle right here early in this game. I feel that big curveball coming on right here, that big one that he threw earlier in last at bat. There it is.
And it's hit right up the middle, right off the pitcher. Waiwai comes off the mound. He's able to knock down the ball, make the play. That's a heck of a play.
That's a great PFP. Pitcher's fielding practice off the leg. Waiwai showing some poise.
talked about how baseball is thought of in Australia. A lot of these players on this Australian team, they're into rugby, including this guy right here. Logan Lokeni loved to play rugby at first, but then kind of morphed into a baseball player and says, when I really began to love the game, my family really started to support me in my efforts.
Rugby's a huge sport down under for sure, along with Australian rules football. You ever watch that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 0-2 count now to Logan Lokeni. Looking for their first base runner is Australia. And he lays off this one, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So we got 4, 5, and 6 this inning. Colby Ryerson is on deck for Australia. And a strike delivered. And it just seems like Monsant just kind of loves setting up hitters, doesn't he?
Monsant can throw a fastball in right on right. I mean, that is a beautiful thing for a young person to execute that well on the inner half. Watch this just freeze. The hitter from Australia up on the inner. That is just a high level of pitching and execution when you can do that. A lot of people don't like going in there because they feel like, well, I might hit the batter. I'm telling you right now, the best pitchers in the big leagues and the highest levels in college baseball, they throw in. Doesn't matter if they have a metal bat in their hands or wood. It works. See, now when you want to move out of the way like that, see how he jumped out of the way? That makes it even easier to throw in. If you hold your ground, you don't move, now you'll get a 90 out of that. Okay, now if they're going to jump out of the way, now I have freedom to get in there, because if I miss a little bit in, I'm not going to hit him with a free base. That gives him even more confidence on the mound.
So now 2 balls, 1 strike to Colby Ryerson. So this is the 3rd World Series that
Wow. That was tight. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Looks like there's a lot of room to throw the ball in the inner half, and it's a little bit tighter away.
Two balls, no strikes. Ball gets away, runner advances to second base, and a runner in scoring position here for Venezuela.
That could open the door right here with nobody out. When you have 2 great pitchers going head-to-head right here, those little things are what are going to make the difference. Now it's a 3-ball count. Big hitter advantage count right here for Venezuela.
Pereira watches one inside. And now runners on first and second base.
And all of a sudden, YY's having some issues finding the strike zone. A walk and an HBP. It's a good visit right here to the mound. Kind of get a reset, slow things down, have a little chat, start over again.
Colby Ryerson, the catcher. That's going to bring up Jose Romero here. Table has been set for him. And Jose, the best dancer on this Venezuelan team.
Oh, let's see that later. That is a little bit off. That big curveball, trying something different. That fastball's been a little wild, high at arm side.
That's going to bring up Jose Romero here. Table has been set for him. And Jose, the best dancer on this Venezuelan team.
Oh, let's see that later. That is a little bit off. That big curveball, trying something different. That fastball's been a little wild, high at arm side.
Why trying to get on track here. So Venezuela trying to lay down the bunt. You'll see this team do that often. They love to play small ball.
Coach Marquez trying to get the two runners advanced to second and third early in this contest. I like it.
Lay down a bunt, pretty good spot. They go for the force at third, and he's off the bag.
Ooh. Good throw, and he's out, no problem. Watch it right here. A little bit of indecision possibly. Nobody there, got underneath that ball. Yeah, I don't think he's on the base. Peterson just came off the base a little bit on that throw.
Now batting number 2, Gabriel Velasquez.
So it's Gabriel Velasquez here. Huge opportunity. Bases are juice for Venezuela. And I'll tell you what, something about this Latin American team, whatever your weakness is, they will find a way to expose it and make you uncomfortable out on the field.
Well, you'll see a lot of times with small ball, it makes you execute plays, make throws with a lot of traffic. It's hard to do.
Velasquez, good contact. Go for the force at second. They get one. Can they get two out of it? Australia does. They concede the run, but I think in that situation, you take that trade.
Yeah, very happy to make that trade. Well said, Drew. Double play with bases loaded. That is a potential to eliminate the big inning. This is a nice ground ball double play, 4-6-3, and you'll take that all the time. 2 for 1. If you're Venezuela, you're like, man, great opportunity to get a big inning there.
Try and square down a bunt. Pretty good spot for it. Tough play by the pitcher again, YY. But he has shown one thing. The big man can come off the mound and play some defense when the situation calls for it.
Impressive plays by YY. The big man, 6'8", getting off the mound. Wow, great play.
So Rory Gately here to lead things off for Australia. 7-8-9 for the Aussies here in the third.
Yeah, we got a ball game here.
That
I
was
like the
absolute.
energy. I like the athleticism. I like the pitchers on the mound. A lot of talent on the field.
So Rory Gately now standing in. Good eye that time from.
And you watch those Australia hitters. They're moving out of the way of the fastball in. Monzant loves throwing that fastball.
Favorite baseball player, David Ortiz for Gately. Tremendous player back in the day for the Red Sox. Favorite celebrity, Sidney Sweeney.
Oh, there you go. Sidney Sweeney, David Ortiz. Big time. Speaking of David Ortiz, the more his philosophy on hitting, the more you throw me in, the more I get on the plate. So you take away that window from the pitcher to throw in. And if he hits you, he hits you. The more a pitcher throws in, the more you get on the dish and take away the strength. See, this is a fastball in right here again.
And he rips this one. That's a base hit. And the first one of the game for Australia.
And that's a nice job by Gately staying inside this baseball. This fastball was executed in. He brings his hands in, has the barrel kind of lag right here. Look at that. Keeps his hands in closer to his body and stays inside this pitch. Steps a little bucket and takes it to the right side. It's a good job of hitting a fastball in with 2 strikes.
So Gately aboard now, and Tyler Wilson comes up to bat for Australia. Shows bunt. Kind of chased it just a little bit. You just felt to on that pitch right there. Monsant knows he's squaring around. He kept it a little bit further off the plate, made it more difficult to make contact.
Yeah, it's probably a chase right there. You probably, like you said, it was a little bit off the plate. Probably should not have done that. Pull the bat back. There's no reason to force that bunt. Live for another pitch.
And this one a foul ball.
Now, if he's going to bunt for a hit, he's late. Still has to get his hands out front. If he wants to move the runner up and sacrifice, I would suggest that he turns around a little bit earlier, gets set. It looks like his hands are a little deep. That's why he's having a hard time making contact on that pitch. The more you get your hands out front, the easier it is to make contact with that pitch. See it out in front of your eyes like you're catching a baseball.
2 strikes the count, and this one is in the dirt, but we saw a couple bunt attempts there.
See, that's
this hitter, and I want to ask you, is it as important today as it was? You talked about the game changing earlier today. Is it as important in modern day baseball today as it was back in the day when we grew up?
I mean, I don't think so. I think the slug is what wins baseball games for the most part. OPS is very, very important, which is on base and slug. But at this level, put pressure on the defense, advance runners into scoring position. I think that's huge. Now, the pitch before, the ball was in the dirt and got about 10 feet away from the catcher, and we're still standing on first base. I think we need to advance the 90 there. There's your bunt on a dirt ball. If you anticipate, but they're definitely more in than what they would be normally, and your average goes up the more an infielder gets closer to the hitter. About 200 points actually in like the big leagues or in the high levels of college baseball.
Archie Baird here, the 9-hole for Australia, trying to turn over the lineup here. Good piece of hitting. That's going to carry. Off the wall in left field, and Australia's on the board. Archie Baird, an RBI double here, and we're tied at 1.
Wow. Archie Barrett put a charge into this one and just burns the outfield of Venezuela. This ball gets to the wall and is crushed deep into the outfield. And now we're 1-1 here in the third with only 1 out for Australia.
I don't think Archie Baird having that type of power was in the scouting report.
I don't think so either.
For Venezuela, you saw that left fielder. He knew that he was beat as soon as that ball came off the bat.
Yeah, he was playing like short, just behind shortstop, and the ball went all the way to the wall.
Ooh. Struck him on the back that time, and Tom White now will head to first base.
Yeah, and Monsant's command is a little bit off here in the last few hitters. He was so locked in, commanding his fastball, especially arm side. Now that pitch is starting to get away from him a little bit, up and in. There's no shot getting out of the way for White.
Shortstop number 16, Will Bain.
And Leonel Monsan here is going to get a visit. All smiles right now on the mound, but things about to get a little bit more serious here. 1-1 ball game. Runners on first and second. And for Venezuela, Alejandro Marquez coming out of the dugout here to have a conversation with this pitcher, and let's see how this team responds. So Will Bain now will be the batter. Struck out his last time out. Runner will advance to third. Throw is way off. Australia's going to take advantage of the error. 2-1, the first lead of the game for the Aussies.
There's that command issue we've talked about. Monsan getting a little bit spraying scatter with this, and that ball's in the dirt. And then just trying to do too much right here. Just eat this ball. It's over. Stay at third. See, he's already in there at the base, sliding safely. Definitely no shot to throw him out. It leads to a run.
So Joe Romero behind the plate here for Venezuela.
And the infield is tight now on all corners, all sides, in the middle as well.
Strike zone just feel like it may be a little bit tighter than it was in our last game.
Yeah, and his fastball was so crisp on the inner half. So in on right-handed hitters, arm side release, and he's lost that location in this inning.
Ball is chopped foul.
So, you know, that was a fastball away that he located very, very well, but his strength has been early in this baseball game. Fastballs in, jam, jam, jam. He's kind of just gotten away from him.
Will Bain struck out his last time up. Trying to make the most of this appearance. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner on third base here for Australia. They already have a 2-1 lead, trying to add to it.
Good battle. Right on top of us. I'm feeling that cutter right here. Try to get a chase.
Two and two to Bain. Another pop-up.
Went right at him. Yeah, huge situation right here. 1 out, second and third. Third inning. Chance for a big inning in that Australia dugout. Loving that.
Tried to get him with the curveball. Doesn't chase, though. Good eye by Bain, and it's 3-2.
I want to know where that cutter is. He was throwing that cutter early for strikeouts, along with that fastball in executed. Haven't seen one in a while. Here he's going to try to go in again. After scoring 2, going up 1 on Venezuela. That's a big curveball from a 6'8" frame.
So Alejandro Marquez on the other side. Again, managing these young men. They got a really good group. Great kids, great passion for the game. Mentioned the World Baseball Classic. Obviously, that had a big effect on baseball in the country of Venezuela. Huge opportunity. All these teams line up to try and beat the United States. And Venezuela able to do that in that exhibition. We talked about, too, I mean, I know this is another conversation for another day, but the World Cup just concluding in North America, just what that does when you play for your country. It just means something else, doesn't it?
Well, look at the crowds that came out for that.
God.
And the crowd here is excellent as well. So, and then you think about the World Baseball Classic earlier this year. I mean, just awesome when you got your flag on your chest.
And I think the difference is the WBC, I think, has always kind of tried to find its identity, but I think after this year, it's on the road to doing that. You're talking about also the Olympics, how baseball could be taken to the next level. The game needs to do that, BMO.
I agree. I think it's awesome. And what a breaking ball right there, speaking of awesome. YY just landing that hammer from the 6'8" frame. Watch this come down out of a mountaintop right into the zone. I mean, that's nasty. Look at that. I believe that's a knuckle curveball. You can see the grip a little bit. His knuckle comes up on that pitch. Gets that 12-6 rotation on a clock, and the ball goes down into the strike zone.
So it's Camilo Gutierrez now at the plate. Gutierrez, oh, that's a good glove at first base. Well done. Rory Gately just kind of sticks the mitt out, and the ball found a spot right in the web for out number 2.
Yeah, and playing right on the line, Gately was, and snags it. If he's playing off the line, that's a double, maybe even more. One step, boom, inside the line, no problem.
Ronald Castro now with 2 down.
Could be huge for Australia to put a 0 up right here.
To the second baseman, Tyler Wilson. How about the defense for Australia? Able to get the tag on the bag. Venezuela doesn't look like they'll challenge. Getting the call, Juan Hernandez, the big right-hander.
Yeah, about 82, 83 is his fastball. Loves the curveball. You'll see a lot of those. Command has been his strength so far this summer. And interesting making the move right off the bat early in this game. 2-1, anybody's ball game. Venezuela going to Juan Hernandez.
Take it deep.
There it is. It's a short little breaking ball. Likes to throw it.
So it's Logan Lokeny at the plate here for Australia. 4, 5, and 6 to start the 4th inning. And it's going to be Miguel Pineda behind the plate, not Jose Romero. So a wholesale change made at the catcher position here for Venezuela.
And Hernandez loves to spin it. He's thrown 3 pitches already, and all 3 have been breaking balls.
swinging that time. Going to chase.
Coach Marquis not wasting any time, bringing in one of his top arms. That ball had a lot of cut to it. It's almost like a cutter and a cut fastball. I've seen that from both Venezuela pitchers so far in this contest. I mean, everything he throws has spin, either cut, slider, curveball. Just if he turns his hand a little bit more.
This ball's going to be lifted, should be playable though. Short getting in position, making the grab. Danny Morales. And that's out number 2.
Another little cutter away. Just missing the barrel, getting to the cap of the metal bat.
Now the play number 5, designated hitter, Xavier Hansa.
So that brings up Xavier Hansa. Hansa will get a piece. This is going to drop in for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit here for Hansa. And Australia has a base runner in the 4th.
Yeah, soft contact, but perfectly placed. Little soft line drive into the outfield.
Now batting number 17, first baseman Roy Gately.
He stays through this ball just enough to get it to the outfield. Keeps his chest on the plate just enough to stay on it.
So the bottom of the order for Australia is surprisingly maybe just as lethal, if not maybe even a little more than the top half of their order.
So far in this game.
Gately takes that one on the inside part of the plate. It was Gately and Archie Barrett exploding offensively to get Australia on the scoreboard en route to a 2-1 lead. What a throw from the center fielder, Tom White, to get the potential tying run for Venezuela, and that's a pretty good defensive display also. Jose Romero for the first out.
Jose Romero showing some ups and some reaction, some agility. This ball smoked on a line and snagged by Romero. That's one quick out for Venezuela. Yeah, back to that throw by White. Man, gosh, that was a great play with 2 outs.
And that's a play, I think, that, Bobby, percentage-wise at this level, ball hit to center, you got a good athlete in scoring position, you send them. That throw has got to be perfect, and it just was.
Yes, 100% of the time with 2 outs. So hard to get hits.
Yeah.
Send your runner, send your runner. And they made a play. They made a great play. Tip your cap to White in center field. And Australia, it was well executed. Got to give it credit. It's good baseball. Because don't forget, that ball was smoked up the middle.
Goodness, it was. Archie Barrett, remember the power this young man showed last time that he was up at the plate. And you hear the crowd chanting, Archie, Archie. They love number 7.
Good times here in Easley, South Carolina. Beautiful facility. Just so impressed.
Your first time here?
I've been here, it was a long time ago. I'd say probably 10 years ago, but I've been here in a while. The surface is just spectacular.
See the beautiful flag right there in the background.
Nice.
Lots of pride on display here.
And we're in a ball game, Drew. 2-1 here in the 5th.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Archie will take one, and he'll head down to first base. So Archie Baird, second time he's been on base today, got a base hit his last time up, and now hit by a pitch.
Watch it right here. Ooh, I don't know. That might have hit knob and hand, or maybe off the wrist. Did kind of have a little thump to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of surprised they didn't challenge and take a look at that one.
Now batting number 3, Tom White.
We do have replay at this level. Senior Little League World Series. International bracket.
So Tom White takes the strike. And White was hit by a pitch his last time up. Top of the order now for Australia. Runner goes. And what a jump he was able to get at first base. Just no
shot.
No shot whatsoever.
We've seen this so far in this tournament. We haven't had a base runner thrown out on an attempted steal yet.
This one's hit pretty good. It's going to drop in there for a base hit. Australia continuing to swing the bats well, and now runners on the corners here with one out in the 5th.
Now batting the shortstop, number 16, Will Bain.
So now Will Bain will come to the plate. He popped out his last time up, has not been on base today. And a chance at a little separation here if Australia can execute.
If you're on defense right now for Venezuela, you're looking for a one-pitch double play. Oh, and I like it. Motion on the bases, first and third, stay out of that double play. Thomas White stealing that base. Now they're second and third with one out.
This is hit up the middle for a base hit. One runner's going to score. Australia's going to send the second. Play at the plate. And out right there. So Australia able to get one. That throw was on a dime as well.
It's another great throw and another great play. I think Australia wants to take a look at this, but right now it stands. See, the infield's in, so a ground ball can get through the infield easier, but this one-hop throw and tag at the plate, quite impressive by Team Venezuela. Let's take a look right here and see what we've got. And that's going to be a close one. We're going to get a look at it here. But just a great throw. We've had two great throws from center field in the last two half innings. This was a banger at the plate, Drew.
Whether he tagged him or not, the Venezuelan catcher, Miguel Pereira, just how fast he was able to get that tag down and apply it, I think was right in time. Now the question is, was there contact there between glove and player? And it's really going to be tough to tell.
Yeah, that's the thing. The call in the field was out, so they're going to have the evidence to overturn that to be safe. Do they have enough in that replay of what we're looking at? Here's another angle right here.
Watch how fast this tag gets down, though.
Oh,
I think the catcher does a brilliant job here.
Agreed. Ooh, I don't know. I think he's safe possibly because the hand's there and the glove is still out. That's a better look of his hand getting in. And instantly, Thomas White went to his head, say, hey, I want a replay, I want a replay. So he felt his hand on the plate probably before that tag.
Good point. Home plate umpire Mark Harvey right on top of it, but I think it's always a challenge, too. If you're an umpire, you see it happen right in front of you, and then you got to go to the monitor and you see it didn't happen like you thought it happened to overturn it.
It's a banger either way.
It really is.
I mean, that's a banger right there. It happened in real time. It was quick.
Yeah, Mitt's on the ground there, but I think that
and there
right
he is.
hand
I think
snuck
he's in there.
Yeah.
That angle is clear that there's gap between the leather and his arm, Thomas White's arm.
So we have not had an overturn yet in either of our games to start out this Senior League World Series. And let's see if this potentially is the first. Would be a huge run for Australia. It would give them a 4-1 lead. And what a start for the Aussies here.
Be a great turnaround right here if they can get this other run in. Now you're up by 3. You're up by potentially a big inning on Venezuela in this international bracket.
And the call was confirmed there.
So there you go. It was confirmed. Oh, there we go. What a great tag then. So he must have thought they hit him right there before he got on the plate. Wow. Either way, we've had 2 fantastic throws from center field.
Yes.
For outs at the plate. And that's huge for Venezuela to keep it at a 2-run lead versus a 3-run lead. Those big innings are hard to come by. 2's not so bad. I'm okay with that send too. I thought that was a good send because it was a perfect throw again. Had to have perfect execution. Now there was only 1 out, so you could be conservative and say I'm going to get another hit right here, but gosh, that was a banger. Very close play.
So resume play here. 3-1 will be the score. Australia now with 2 down. Archer Peterson grounded out his first time up. Takes a strike there. Stick the bat out. Shortstop America under control. Can he continue to do it? That's the big question. Gabriel Velasquez leads off here. So 7, 8, and 9 for Venezuela here in the 5th. The double play has been huge for Australia today, and they've just really played all around great defense. Bats are swinging as well. They've hit or out-hit Venezuela, I should say, up to this point. Big swing and a miss there, and 2 strikes now the count. So why the big downhill delivery. And this is shot into right field. That is on a rope, but great positioning that time for Logan LeKinney, the right fielder. And there's 1 away.
Yeah, it's still only 56 pitches in this baseball game for YY. We're in the 5th. Took a little bit of a banana route right there. Went a little bit in and back out, but made the play, and that's what counts.
Now it's Aberson Pena's turn. So it'll be Danny Morales on deck. Venezuela will be thrilled to get the top part of their lineup up to bat in the next inning. Just trying to manage something positive here.
And YY's just been tough, filling up the strike zone. From that down angle fastball and that big knuckle curve. I can feel it coming right here.
Yep.
Big knuckle curve out of that 6'8" frame. There it is. It's just, yep, starting to go.
Wanted it just off the plate though. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can see him change that grip in his glove from our center field camera. That knuckle starts to spike the breaking ball. That creates the spin, 12-6 on the clock.
Oh, big pitch there. Just no chance for Pena, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, that's a lot of, there's a lot of ride. That ball's coming out of that high angle. So it's a down angle. It's very, very difficult to hit because it looks like it's coming out of a mountaintop. His release point has to be 7.5 feet.
So in the spirit of saving pitches and saving this big dominating force for Australia, I think this is going to be it for Terrell YY, and this is exactly the way you want to go out.
Yeah, that's a quality pitch above the belt. Those are hard to hit, especially from that high release. That loose arm, has the flow, has the look. Watch his arm action, very smooth. Again, the coaches talk about him as being a strike thrower, mixes his pitches. This is one of their top guys as well. So they're gonna go from their 1 to like their 1A.
So a big pitch there, a strike, and we are looking at the pitch count rules right now. And if you are YY, you started out that last at-bat with less than 60 pitches, you can come back in 2 calendar days.
Beautiful.
So setting the table pretty well there. This is a really tough play. No chance at first base. Good speed beating out that throw by Denny Morales.
Yeah, the shortstop Morales getting down the line in a hurry. Those high choppers, just really no chance to make a play here.
We also have our favorite fans, and I'll tell you what, she has not stopped since
All
the
day
start
long.
of this game.
Look at the energy, I love it. Even after the 16-hour plane ride.
Yeah, lots of flags around the ballpark today. Venezuela so excited to be here. Such exuberance from the fans. It has warmed up throughout the day. I know coming from the state of Florida, not nearly as hot and humid as it is down there, but pretty nice day.
Oh, it's nice here today.
To maybe have some showers later on today. So far so good though. Hopefully everything stays clear for the crew in these games throughout the rest of the day. Still 2 more games coming up after this one. And we're going to have Canada and Europe, Africa. That's later on, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And the Southwest takes on South Carolina, the host team. That's later on tonight. Should be fun.
Yeah, tune into ESPN Plus. Catch all the action.
So Logan Lokenny played a good right field here for Australia. He leads things off in the 6th.
If you're Australia right now, you want to tack some runs on, extend that lead. Baseball's all about 2s and 5s when it comes to scoring. So that 2 runs means a solo cannot tie it up. 5 runs means a grand slam cannot tie it up. So it gives you a little breathing room. So they've got the 2 covered. If they can get to 5, now you're looking really good.
Now Logan Lokenny, 2-2 count. He'll rip one. This one will be foul. I know throughout your coaching career, you're always thinking numbers and matchups and everything else. Do you miss it? Do you miss that part of the game?
I mean, the competitive stuff, you know, more than anything with coaching is the relationships.
Yeah.
You know, I always thought when I first got into it, like, oh, if I can just get a player drafted, or if we can just win an ACC championship, you know. And, you know, if I could just go to Omaha, stuff like that. You know, we're allowed to do all those things, you know, go to Omaha, win ACC championships, SoCon championships, stuff like that, but have players in the big leagues. But the most important thing, looking back now, I was how clueless as a young player, is the players and the relationships with those players. That's what it's all about. These kids here today, they'll never forget this. And they'll never forget the trip with their boys, you know, their buddies, their girls, the coaches, their moms, the dads. They'll never forget that. That's what it's all about.
Yep. Juan Hernandez on the mound here for Venezuela. Second pitcher, Venezuela his use. And a 3-2 count. O'Kenny standing in, and a good piece of hitting again. Logan O'Kenny, will he try for second? Thought about it, he'll hold up at first.
Yeah, nice job of hitting with 2 strikes. Just serving it down the line. Backside. Just a nice easy swing, keeps his chest on the ball. Good move to the ball right there. Was thinking about it to go to second base. Good turn, I like it, it's aggressive. It's good baseball.
Here's Colby Ryerson, popped out twice today. I gotta say, having done the intermediate championship for the last 5 years out in Livermore, California, used to seeing Australia in this position because the tournament is the same format. And usually a team that plays hard but just doesn't quite have the ammo to hang with Latin America. And here in Senior League, a different story.
So
These
far
kids,
in this game,
they look so confident. I'm really impressed by the way they're playing, Coach.
no doubt. I'm right with you there, Drew, on that. A lot of poise. A lot of poise, especially Terrell YY, man. It was really fun to watch him compete on the mound. Strikes and then the PFP plays, the position, feeling the bunts, the ball off his leg. It's been good baseball. Both sides. I mean, we're in a 3-1 game here late.
2-0 count now. This one's going to be popped up. Should be playable for Venezuela as Velasquez, the second baseman, drifts back for the first out. So that's the third time Ryerson has popped out in this game. And now Xavier Hansa will come up to bat here for the Aussies. Brisbane North Region Little League represented. Favorite athlete, Michael Jordan for Xavier Hansa. And while we talk about MJ or mention him, LeBron signs with the Philadelphia 76ers now.
Really?
You didn't know that?
I had no idea.
Oh my God, huge news last week.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. Coming right back across the coast.
So with Philly, a team on the rise, LeBron going for that extra 5th ring, I guess. So it's Willinger.
What do I do from here? He pounces on it and makes the play for the leadoff out. Huge, huge out for Australia here late in this baseball game.
Defense has been absolutely stellar for Australia as Paul Gallardo now steps in, the cleanup batter for Latin America. I think if you're Australia, these big sticks keep coming up with nobody on base, and that is huge. We were talking about the numbers earlier, BMO, and the 2s and the 5s, and right now if you're Australia, you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Oh, no doubt. Especially getting those leadoff hitters out like you mentioned. Now, that's a free 90. You hit a batter, but imagine if the play was not made by Peterson to start this inning. Now you hit a batter and you've got a man on first base. Now it's first and second, nobody out, versus man on first with 1 out. Big difference. Big difference.
Much more manageable
Yes.
as Miguel Pereira comes in.
Well said.
So Miguel Pereira's turn. Keep the runner close at first. You know he's going to be trying to run at some point. Colby Ryerson, a good arm behind the plate for Australia.
Yeah, we've seen 2 runners picked off today in different games. The game earlier, we have not seen a base runner thrown out on an attempted steal yet. Doing a nice job trying to keep him at first base. I try to look at the bases as a football field. So that's the 20-yard line, the 52nd, the red zone's 3rd, and of course the end zone is home plate. Harder to score from your own 20 than it would be from the 50-yard line or the red zone at 3rd base. So a good kicking game, basically, you're keeping them down. It's a bad kicking game if you have the guy on second base all the time. That's allowing the running game to get there in scoring position. Traffic in scoring positions in the red zone or at the 50-yard line pays off offensively.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Chase Crude delivering. Bouncing ball. Tough play here. The second baseman, a late throw in time. Had to hesitate just a little bit. That ball took a little while to get there and then had to make the throw off balance.
That was not an easy play right there for Tyler Wilson. Came hard on this ball, a little bit of an in-between hop. Had to throw across his body to first base. I mean, that is a very difficult play, well executed by Tyler Wilson.
So now it brings up Jose Romero in the 6th hole. 2 down. Tell you what, Chase Crude just weathering the storm. You got to give this kid credit on the mound. Usual script would be Venezuela. The bats would explode and they eventually overtake the opposition, but Australia up to the task here thus far. And a strike to start.
Again, we're looking at the 2-out opportunity in the game of baseball. 2 outs or 2 strikes. It all comes down to this, Drew. It always does. If you execute, got a chance to win the baseball game. If you don't, you probably won't.
This ball's ripped right through the hole and into left field. Venezuela, they're going to try and bring the runner in. No, they're going to hold, learning the lesson from the last time. And now runners on the corners here with 2 down.
Well, that was a great decision right there, definitely. By Coach Marquez at 3rd base. Watch where he fields this ball so close to the runner. Boom, he's not even at 3rd. He's already picking the ball up in his leather, in his glove. So you have to hold the runner in that situation, unfortunately, for Venezuela. But 2 outs, again, 1st and 3rd with traffic. You're a double in the gap away from tying this game.
So Gabriel Velasquez going to come up to bat here. He represents the go-ahead run for Latin America. Runner goes. They hold everything up there.
Love it. Love the aggressiveness right there offensively. Coach Marquez just, hey, we're stealing. We're getting 2 runners in scoring position. Now a base hit can tie this baseball game.
So Venezuela has set the table. Is Velasquez ready to eat right now? Timeout going to be called. Love the chess match right now being played.
Huge spot in this baseball game. Venezuela with only 4 outs left in this game if they don't tie this game up. 1 out in this inning.
Dugout comes alive. That one's going to miss. Guarantee you they're going to be hearing a lot more where that came from. Again, Latin America, they love to put pressure on the opposition. Get into games emotionally. You really feel that pressure. Australia's feeling it right now. The intensity turned up a few notches here in Eastleigh. 2-1 pitch from Chase Crew. Just missed.
Ooh, just a bit up. Now it's a 3-ball count. Big time hitter advantage right here. Watch where this pitch misses. Just a bit out. A little bit up, I mean.
And ball 4 is going to be called. Bases will be loaded here, and a visit may be in order. As Colby Ryerson wants to have a little chat here with Chase Crew. David West peeking out of the dugout right now also for Australia. So this meeting here, much needed, and this is where you kind of look into the eyes of your teammates. And right now, if you're Chase Crew, you get that feeling that everybody's behind you.
Get that kangaroo blown up full. We need it right here on defense. That's the 10th man right there helping out.
See the catcher there, Colby Ryerson. He is the vocal leader of this team, getting everybody going. Chase Crew says, I got this.
Oh yeah, ready to go. There you go. Yeah, he's ready to go. He's got the boxing gloves on. He's ready to fight.
So the hitter's going to be Aberson Pena here. Two down, Australia needs an out.
Chase Crew did not understand where both of those last balls where they missed in the strike zone. They just had to go out there and settle them down. Just to stay in the moment.
This ball's hit hard and into the outfield for a base hit. One runner's in. Hold everybody else right there. It's a one-run game.
This ball was not hit hard. It was just perfectly placed in the 6-hole. And the left fielder's playing so shallow. There's just no way to send the runner from second base. Had to play station to station on that one. But we're in a one-run game here, Drew, late. Venezuela with a lot of traffic out there lurking for more.
Aberson Pena does his job and now hands it off to Danny Morales. And was he hit by a pitch? Yes, he was. So we are tied at 3. Oh, wow.
They're going to try to take a look at this potentially here. See David West, the Australia manager, coming over to talk this over. But I heard a little clip with the elbow pad.
Oh.
Now, did he go into the pitch? I think he was trying to get out of the way, but this will be interesting when they replay and talk about it.
So umpires will get together here, and there you see.
Yeah, it's like, what am I going to do? It's coming right at me. There was a breaking ball that kind of got away from Crew. And all of a sudden, Drew, potentially a 0-0 baseball game here. It's 3-3, obviously, but even Steven here in the 6th. And remember, Venezuela is the home team. If they were to score here, top of the 7th, put a 0 up, game over after losing, being behind most of this baseball game.
So game tied at 3. Runner confirmed. Hit by a pitch, standing on first base, and now the top of the order is up. Camilo Gutierrez. Gutierrez has a chance to bust this game open. Launches one, right center field. It is high, it is deep, and it's off the wall. Couple runs are in. Here comes the third for Latin America. It's a 6-3 game. The lid has been blown off here at Eastleigh.
And that's the definition of a big inning right there by Venezuela. Gutierrez just jumps on this 0-0 pitch on the inner half. Thought he hit it out. This ball one hops the wall, clearing the bases. Look at that, that's very close to going out of the ballpark.
Left to the step back three, deep three at that.
Bases loaded, now 6-3 Venezuela up and still lurking for more. It's a great move to the baseball right there. Venezuela crowd is fired up.
What a turn of events here in the 6th. So Ronald Castro now the batter, takes 2. A 5-spot put on the board. Castro 0 for 3 today. Venezuela once again playing with passion and emotion in all the right moments. This ball is going to be lifted, it's going to drift out of play.
You'll see this a lot in the game of baseball where, it's 1s and 2s, and whatever team comes up with a big inning, especially late, will win the baseball game. Whoever can get that big inning, that'll be the stopgap of winning a baseball game.
Balls, 1 strike now. Castro swinging hard. Castro, the guy who loves video games for this Venezuela team. This offense has looked like a video game here in the 6th inning. Venezuela's just unleashed.
Yes. From out of nowhere, too. Just exploding.
Now the 3-2. Australia, again, trying to get back to the dugout here.
That's a good hack.
Say one thing. The quality of swing that Venezuela has gotten in this inning, they are just really squaring it up. Everything just looks better without the ace, YY, on the mound if you're Venezuela. Another 3-2, 34th pitch from Crew. Throw it down to third. He's safe over there. And runners on first and third with 2 down. We're going to get a timeout here. I think David West may have to make a change for Australia.
Yeah, this inning just will not end for Australia. Good jump right here. I don't usually see base runners try to steal with 2 outs in that situation, but the jump was so easily had. He takes it.
And we will have